I know why you can't book any appointments. I know why you can't get any traction in your business, even though you watch video after video and follow different guru after different guru on YouTube. I know what's going on, and I'm going to draw it out for you right now. This is you right here. And these 3 steps are the steps that you know you need to take to get towards your goal. And these 3 steps, they might be laid out by information you found online. They might be laid out by one of the 40 courses that you've bought. But you know you need to do these 3 steps to do it, to get towards that goal there. And so what you think to yourself is, you think, right, I'm going to give this a go now, and I'm going to do these 3 steps. And what you do is you look at step number 1 and you're like, yeah, I kind of know this one already. So I'm just going to skip all the way to number 2, and then I'm going to skip to number 3. And then what happens is you go all the way back here because you skipped step number 1. And you think, I skipped step number 1 that time, so I have to go all the way back. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to do a little bit of 1. I'm going to do a little bit of 2 next, and then I'm going to move straight on to 3. And then you go straight back to the start again. You don't make any type of progress. You don't book any type of calls either. Next, you think, right, I'm definitely going to do this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to avoid all these steps overall and just going to go straight towards the goal. Doesn't work either. And then you think, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to do steps 5, 9, and 13. These are steps that I've just made up on my own right now, but I think I'm going to go and do them. And that doesn't work either. And then you think, well, if 5, 9, and 13 didn't work, then really we should be doing 14 or 101, and we should also be doing 52 as well. But we should start with 52 first, and then we should come over to 101, and then we should go to 14, and then maybe we'll go to 3 after that. And then that doesn't work either. And now you're starting to get a little bit frustrated. You're starting to feel like nothing's working. You're starting to get unhappy. Here's a cloud of depression above your head here. You're getting very, very unhappy. Nothing's working, and you're working round the clock to try and get to this goal here, but nothing is working at all. And then you think to yourself, you know what? One more final attempt. I'm definitely going to do this time. And what happens is you go 1, and then I'm going to do 2, and now I've given up because I can't be bothered and I'm demotivated, and you know there's another 5, 9, and 13 over here which equally look like I should be productive if I do those steps instead of these. And then you don't get any results. You end up going backwards because you've wasted your time, and you're still here lots and lots of time and money later. You've probably tried softwares, you've probably tried all these expensive things, bought course after course after course. You're now in the hole for a bunch of money. You haven't made any progress whatsoever. Does that sound like you? I know it probably does. At least it sounds somewhat similar to what you do. And the reason I know this is because I've coached hundreds and hundreds of people over my time of being in business. And this is something they all suffer from. Well, 99% of them suffer from. It's knowing what work to do, but not actually doing the work, and half-assing the work, or not quite doing the work properly. And it's usually comes in the form, if you're trying to build a business, they're not doing any outreach, or they're kind of half doing the outreach, but not putting much effort into it. They are trying to avoid sales goals. Maybe they don't really want to post content. It's usually one of these things. The basic work will always need doing. And the things to achieve the goal are usually very, very simple steps. They're just difficult to do. And guys in particular actually struggle with doing these steps as well. I remember my mum once said to me, she used to buy me these little model cars and aircrafts and things that you could build. You had to use glue and put them all together. And I basically just used to screw it up each time because I never used to follow the instructions. And she was like, boys never fucking follow any instructions. And she's actually quite right. I have noticed guys have a tendency to just play and fiddle around and not actually do the necessary work or follow the instructions. Instead, they kind of create their own instructions and they don't really know what else to do. Think about this, right? You cannot do that with business. You cannot just create your own steps and hopefully one day you will land on them. Business is like being in free roam in a game, right? There's no clear objective. And if you try and seek and try and find something to do in a free roam game that doesn't involve doing the objective that's been specifically painted out to you, you will die of old age before you find the magic secret ingredients of steps that need doing. You will die of old age, right? So you need to actually follow the advice of the plans that have been laid out for you that are actually proven to work. That is your problem. You probably can't do this. And I know this as well because I used to not be able to do it either. And I think this is a very, very important video. It's probably the most important video I've made on this channel because really it goes into everything. And only you can stop this. Only you can change the direction of this. No one else can do it. Watching another friggin', Alex Hormozy video isn't going to help you. Having Andrew Tate scream at you isn't going to help you either. You need to make the choice to actually do the steps in the correct order on a consistent basis. That is all there is to it. I want to help you with this as well because at some point I needed help as well with this. It's like a big, big problem. So I've left some of my social medias underneath this video, Instagram and LinkedIn. What I would recommend you do is if you're on one of those platforms, just reach out to me on there, send me a DM and let me know, what you've been struggling with, and I'll do my best to offer some practical guidance for you as well. I'll also include my email address just underneath the video here as well. So if you prefer to just reach out to me over email, let me know what struggles what you're doing to try and overcome this. It's a massive, massive problem. We need more people who are entrepreneurs who are actually going to move the planet forward, but not more people who are procrastinating. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take it easy. See you in the next one.